out, ball, heel out, then turn. Make sure you're getting out of your comfort zone. Twist out, hold ball, heel hand, then turn, shuttle, out. Sit back, out, ball, heel matches the hand, then twist out. Sit back, out, ball, heel hand, rotate, then turn. Sit back, twist out, heel, hand, forehead, snap. Sit back, out, ball, heel hand, snap, left, sit back, twist, ball, heel hand, out, sit back, twist, hand, ball, heel hand, above head, twist, right. Half step, across the hips and waist. Where's my hand and where's your hand with the right hand? Lift off, set down, needle to the bottom. One hand, two hands, then your foot. Stretch the knee out, flash arms. Look at my hand and look at your hands. Okay, my hands are not way out this way. It's a hand motion. It's not a hand motion. This is a hand motion. Therefore, when you stretch from the center, it's the core telling you, hey, that's all I'm allowing you. Sit back, twist, fist, shift weight to the left, up, down, on the toe of the front. Kick out with the heel and to deflect, bring it in, then set up a parry, and then a punch. Okay, so maybe we need to drill that. How many found that useful? Yeah, remember Kim said not to stand up like this? Why? We look funny, but we need to store the energy. If you go straight-legged, there's no energy stored. Here we go. Maiden, on her right. Okay, so we're going to start from high pad on the horse. Give you a little bit more confidence, maybe clarify some points, okay? So high pad on the horse, we have just finished the last cloud hands. Hook the backhand, T-step, across the hips and waist, out on the L, turn the wrist, single whip. Half step forward, sit back, rock the front, lift the front, high pad on the horse. Cross at the wrist, step out, palms down, left heel on a zigzag, gather the energy, center the energy, tuck the elbows, kick out. In, drop gently on your heel, look through your double punch. Finish with a curl, sit back, twist, root down, left hand, left foot up, tuck the elbows, kick out, left, in, hook, down, halfway, veer to the left, set, swing up, swivel on the axle, golden cockerel. Toe, spin, hook, split, down, halfway, veer to the right, set, swing up, push down, golden cockerel. Heel, watch what I do, hold my ball. The bottom or the top of your body mimics the bottom, top and bottom coordinated. Heel out hand, then shuttle right. Sit back, twist out, hold ball, heel hand to the forehead, snap, shuttle left. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, down to the bottom C by multitasking. One hand, two hands because you need support, then you need to stretch out. Sit back, sit down, twist, toe, kick out, deflect, bring it into parry, and then to punch. Make sure this is eye level now. You don't want to go too low. Too low doesn't bring you, doesn't get your spirits up, okay? Twist, open twist, in twist, shift, cross hands, shift weight, rotate on that wrist, bring him in, push him away. From here, all you need to do is what? Bring this guy down? No, you drop your shoulders, you flex your knees. The hands go for the ride, wrap around, and finish your closing form, okay? All right, any questions on that? We're going to work on that one, okay? So maybe you say, I see the general movement, but hopefully you detected that my body goes with my body furnishes the movements for where I want to go. And it's done in a unit. It's not just the pieces, it's never the pieces that get you to the final movement, but it's how your body and your shifting of weight gets you there. So in some ways, we have to change our thinking and look at how our body is setting up, and if set up correctly, it will get you to the movement in the best way. As for then the polishing, like if it's eye level or a certain specific area, then you can refine that. But the body weight, the thinking should all help you engineer how your movements are to be made or done, okay? So we said that we would start from single whip, okay? Actually, yeah, the last cloud hand, so we're in follow me with a single whip. I wonder if I should go forward, but we'll try sideways first, okay? Actually, we should come this way, because we always see each other that way. Single whip forward. Okay, good single whip, knee not be on the toe. This guy not dip down, but never locked up, okay? So softly stretched out in a bow and arrow. Sit back, sit down. What? No. Half step forward, sit back, rock the front, lift off the ground, pat your horse. Left hand to your hip. Cross at the wrists. You're going to veer out to the left heel. Gather the energy, center the energy, come up, tuck the elbows, follow, kick out. Come in, drop gently on your heel, double punch your opponent. Sit back, sit down, pivot all the way around, left hand, left foot up, and out. And toe, sit down. Halfway, start to veer to the left. Set, stretch out. come up, shift weight, swivel on the axle, push down, push up. Toe, swivel, split, halfway, veer to the right, stretch out, push down, push up, swivel, heel, hold your ball, heel, hand, maiden on her right. Sit back, twist out, hold ball, heel, hand, above the head, turn hips, swivel, right, left. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, set up the right hand, go down together to the bottom of the sea. One hand, join it by the second hand, then your foot comes up, stretch out the knee, heel out, flash arms. Sit back, sit down, twist, shift your weight to the left. Out with a deflect, bring that hand in, then parry, then punch. Touch, roll back, spiral forward, twist, open twist, in twist, tuck the right hand inside, shift the weight, rotate up, tuck the elbows, bring it in, push out, separate, drop your shoulders, flex your knees, gravity helps you to now close your forearm. Okay, so when I glanced at you, seemed like you could catch up, but all that in-between stuff is kind of still rough, very rough. Okay, and yeah, granted, the students who have been with me for a long time and come out to practice, they're a little bit, their movements are a little bit more refined, okay? So whatever you want for yourself, okay? We can practice and practice in class and hear the same thing, go to home and watch the videos again, but to make your body work efficiently, you're gonna have to work hard, okay? No one else is gonna do it for you, okay? So you've heard my message before. What I wanted to reinforce is that when Maiden works her shuttle now, yeah, you know that she shuttles on both sides. Is it here, out, hold your ball on a tee, out now. Make sure this guy comes out too. Out, then turn hips and waist. Clearly, out, hold ball, heel hand, rotate, then turn hips and waist. Don't get muddled up. Okay, so maybe we should practice that, but I'm unsure, maybe this way. Okay, so holding your ball, right hand on the bottom, it's almost like a T stance. So we know that we have to have energy, so you can't post yourself straight. You've got to store that energy, otherwise nothing's going to work. When the heel of the right foot comes out, the top of your body has to match that. So how? Do you see how? Okay, and I'm doing it pretty forceful to make that point. You're holding your ball, right foot ready to go because it's insubstantial. Right hand is on the bottom, therefore it can advance. So when you put your heel out, the hand starts to rotate that ball, comes to the forehead, then you twist and you shuttle. Sit back, make sure you are watching and listening besides just doing your own. Okay, this is a drill. We're going to come forward, ball, swift, out, ball, heel out, then turn. Make sure you're getting out of your comfort zone. Twist out, hold ball, heel hand, then turn, shuttle out. Sit back, out, ball, heel matches the hand, then twist out. Sit back, out, ball, heel hand, rotate, then turn. Sit back, twist out, heel, hand, forehead, snap. Sit back, out, ball, heel hand, snap, left, sit back, twist, ball, heel hand, out, sit back, twist, hand, ball, heel hand, bob head, twist, right. Half step, across the hips and waist. Where's my hand and where's your hand of the right hand? Lift off, set down, needle to the bottom of the sea. One hand, two hands, then your foot, stretch the knee out, flash arms. Look at my hand and look at your hands. Okay, my hands are not way out this way. It's a hand motion. It's not a hand motion. This is a hand motion. Therefore, when you stretch from the center, it's the core telling you, hey, that's all I'm allowing you. Sit back, twist, fist, shift weight to the left, up, down, on the toe of the front. Kick out with the heel to deflect, bring it in, then set up a parry, and then a punch. Okay, so maybe we need to drill that. How many found that useful? Yeah.
So we're dealing with the lady at her shuttles. And I want to make 2 points. Besides that, I want you to pay more attention to moving your waist. It's very easy to be straight-legged and just do this, as opposed to your... My okole is almost shifted that bit, but not quite. And then I get down here. The idea is, remember what is substantial and what is insubstantial. From here, then you can turn. You have the power of here. Otherwise, very easy when you first start, straight-legged, ball. Nothing. All you've transferred is boom, 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 as opposed to turn. Power comes from just leaning forward, and this leg is uncoiling the power. It's a spring here, okay? And when you go to the next one, you got to come back here. You got to coil this spring back up again. Then you're here. It's coiled, back out, okay? All of the movement, it's very easy to stand straight-legged. But you don't really build anything. You learn how to shift your weight maybe a little bit, but you don't, and in fact, you don't really learn the difference between substantial and insubstantial. Insubstantial, almost nothing is here. And from here, substantial. So you should be able to do this, okay, potentially. But maiden, people are substituting a lot of hand motion for body motion. You hold the ball, say if I'm here, and I just come forward, hold the ball, and all I do this with maiden except the last minute, and what happens to my hand? Automatic. I see people doing this. You don't have to do that. You up, turn, twist the hand. See, very simple movement, boom, because the body has helped you to get where you need to go. Straight ahead, turn the body, okay? So you're not having to block with your hands. That would be the martial arts part, but what you're trying to do is here, core, up, core. Okay? You can do it one better, and if you want to use your hand motion, at the end, after you've done this, you can let go. So, some of you are better than I am in terms of being able to let the power go out to your fingertips. But don't make it so that your fingertips does all the job. Progression is from the core up, turn your body, and finish up with your hands.
There's a lot going on, okay? And it's a lot of times easier said than done. So we understand that, okay? And so maybe I should show you first, okay? So what we did going forward, I will show you facing you. So we're on a ball, we're on sort of on a tee. We said that this would happen. Okay, and I'm not going to use my words this time, okay? Because sometimes when I use my words, there's some jaggedness to it. And this is what we did as a drill. And you're saying, hey, it looks so easy. And when you think about it, if you let the flow and the shifting of weight and use of the core, it does become very smooth, and the pieces sort of gel. People say, well, I don't know how much really to push out. But remember, it's the core that allows you, okay? Can we just try that without too many words? But your processing, your thinking should be, what is my body telling me is the most optimal, comfortable, prime position? Just think it through, okay? Of course you're gonna be looking. Of course you're gonna be following. But put priority on, what is my body really telling me I should do, okay? And then also keep in mind, it's not a hand motion, never a hand motion, okay? Okay, so we're on, holding our ball, right hand on the bottom, right foot ready to go. And remember Ken said not to stand up like this? Why? We look funny, but we need to store the energy. If you go straight-legged, there's no energy stored. Here we go, maiden on her right. Okay, you're to continue, and I get to watch. Don't be afraid, it's only me. One more good one. Okay, go back. Welcome to Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. Point your chin out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. Stretch those arms to the ceiling. Don't use them to turn, okay? Keep them up straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight to the left foot. Good Tai Chi posture. Kick your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift weight, kick butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman. Opening up our span, parallel feet. Choose the right side. Cross and sit down. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift weight. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross and flex that knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cross training, fan zhong. Hands extended, fingers wide spread. Now keep them way out rather than keep them here so that you have to use your elbows. You want to only concentrate on your wrists as much as possible. Yat, ni, sam, se, look, chat, bat, go, sup, reverse, yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Circles with our feet, root down on the left, circle with your right. Be, yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup, reverse, yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Stand on your right, circle with your left. Be, yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Reverse, yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Pile of sand. First, kick it up with your right foot. Here we go. Yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Pedal forward. Step on that pedal to sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Stand on the right, kick up the sand with your left. Be, yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Pedal forward, yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Okay? Let's squat down. Let's play our drums. Okay? Squatting down. Right hand by your forehead. Yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Okay? Hands up and down. Left hand by your side. Right hand by your forehead, above your head. Palms up. One straight line. Yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Simultaneous motions. Yat, ni, sam, say, look, chat, bat, go, sup. Okay, ending with the boxing, squatting down, fingers widespread, hands to the back, sarong, he, yat, ni, sam, ni, sam, sam, ni, sam. Turn at the waist, yi, sam, ni, sam, look, ni, sam, chat, ni, sam, ba, ni, sam, go, ni, sam, sup, ni, sam. Okay, golden cockerel. Remember that it's a push down, push up, okay, or pull up. Opening up the span. Good Tai Chi posture, grow through your spine. Shift weight to the left, spiral up higher, start at higher, come up. Higher spiral. Push down. Last one. Kicking out. Gather energy, shift it to the left, tuck the elbows in, center yourself, follow eyes, follow hand. Tuck the elbows. I don't always see you tucking your elbows. Last set. Okay, holding our ball. Root down. Bring it in. Out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Okay, did we forget that we need to bow the leg or round the crotch? Right now, bow the leg, round the crotch. Okay. Bow the leg, round the crotch. We get smoother movements, rounded forms, if we pay attention to small but meaningful posture. Okay, cloud hands in the 10 form. Nicely. 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Use your hips and waist, still warming up. 9 o'clock. Don't forget to start the spiral up, right, higher at 12 o'clock. Shift your weight, center and out. Set that space just so much. Turn hips and waist. Pull down the bird's tail. Turn at the hips and waist. Contact, turn at the hips and waist. Push. Roll back. Sit down. Don't forget to come up and lunge forward together, hands and feet. The feet do not come down first, okay? Set that space. Don't go beyond it when you reposition your hand. Sit down, come up, together, feet and hands lunge. Twist, open twist, in twist, cross and embrace first, and then shift the foot over as you rotate. Bring the tiger closer, push him away. All right, this way now, we're here. Do we want to get home? We drop our shoulders, tuck our elbows. Do that, and then flex your knees. Don't resist gravity as you close your form. Okay? I want you to watch what I'm doing, okay? And see if you can pick something up. So when we ward off, we set the space. We no longer set the space and fly out, okay? So set the space really has taken on something defined. Set the space. I'm still in my good Tai Chi posture. My counterbalance hand is still good. I did not give away my position. I can still fight my opponent. I set my spacing, move out of here. To get to reposition my hand to grasp the bird's tail, I turn my hips and waist, and I have my hands staggered. I leave them there, and the power and force of my energy to sit down, sit back. Use my hips and waist to turn, to look back. Contact. Turn again. Push the energy out. Separate the hands, sort of wear my mitten. Sit down. I want to get my energy out together, so my feet and hands are simultaneously moving. Sit back, sit down, twist step, round with the ball, bring it in. Out on an L, round the crotch, push the energy to forearm. Good Tai Chi posture. Turn my hips and waist. Sit down, sit back, use my hips and waist to look back. Contact, use my hips and waist to center, to push out. Separate and roll back. sit down, come up, lunge together forward. Sit back, sit down. Am I on the wrong side? Okay, so when we close, twist step, open step, in step, embrace, shift over, rotate, tuck my elbows. If I didn't tuck my elbows, they would be this way. So I want to make sure that I tuck them. This motion where the elbows are out, but I want to tuck them in as if to bring them into the center of my body. Then bring tiger closer, then push him away, okay? Then here again, I want to drop my shoulders, flex my knees, but drop my shoulders, tuck my elbows, flex my knees. So can we have our hands out like this, and so we're going to close, okay? But we said to close properly, we're going to have to drop our shoulders and tuck our elbows. So let's do that. Drop the shoulders, tuck the elbows, okay? Drop the shoulders, tuck the elbows. So what happens to the elbow? The elbow are now closer to my center, and I'm as if I'm curling it this way, okay? So here we are, we're going to curl it this way. Show me how we're going to curl it. Curl it this way. This is tucking the elbow. I don't always see it, so maybe I'm not teaching it correctly. So we want to close. Two things happen first. We drop our shoulders, we tuck our elbow. But that's not going to happen because we haven't flexed our knees. So when we do it with me, when we drop our shoulders, tuck our elbow, we're going to have to flex our knees to come down. And then gravity takes care of us, okay? So the energy that we store and direct through our mind makes our movements happen. And the best way is to do it this way, all right? So we're going to start with grasping of the bird's tail to close correctly, okay? So we're actually this way, okay? Out. Actually, T-stance, right bottom, right foot, ready to go. We're going to grasp the bird's tail. T-stance, L stance, ward off. Set that space. Turn your hips and waist, reposition your hands. Sit down, sit back. Don't move your hands. Use the power of your internal energy. Contact. Turn at the hips and waist, push the energy out. Separate the hands. Roll back and sit down. The hands are not moving. They're moving only because they're attached to your central core. Sit back, sit down, pivot, 12 o'clock, center with a ball, L stance, ward off. Set that space, turn hips and waist, sit down, sit back, turn at the hips and waist, to look back. Contact means to touch, turn at the hips and waist to get to the center, push the energy out, separate the energy, roll back and sit down. We don't sit down enough. Come up, lunge together forward. Twist, open twist, in twist, shift to the cross hand, then shift your weight, rotate on the wrists, bring him up, bring him closer, push him away. Now, what do? Drop the shoulders, tuck the elbow, flex the knees, multitask. Gravity takes care of everything as you now close your form, okay? One more time, making it even better, okay? So some of the things that you tried to implement maybe weren't as smooth as you wished you could do it. So let's get it all together, okay? So we're at grasping the bird's tail, right foot, right hand, bring that shoulder, bring the elbows in. T stance, store the energy, out and to the side, L stance, ward off your opponent, set that space. Turn the hips and waist, reposition the hands, grasp the bird's tail, turn at the hips and waist to look back. Contact means to touch, turn at the hips and waist, center of the body, push the energy out, separate the hands and roll back, sit down, spiral up, together lunge forward. Sit back, sit down, pivot, ball and T, store that energy, L stance, bottom hand advances to set that space. Turn the hips and waist, reposition the hands, Use the energy of your core to bring back the bird's tail. Contact, turn again, push the energy away, separate the energy, roll back, sit down, don't forget, come back up, lunge together forward. Apparently close. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, open pivot, in pivot, cross hands, move over, rotate, bring him up, push him in, push him away. Drop shoulders, tuck elbows, flex knees, multitask to obey gravity as we now close our form, okay? Okay. Better? Yeah? So practice that. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come automatic, okay? I wanted to go over Maiden Works the Shuttle, okay? I did it for the level 2, and I feel like they still didn't get it, okay? And I still think that we have, all of us, including me, have room for improvement. So when Maiden works her shuttle, she still obeys the principles of Tai Chi. So if you can bear with me and watch, when she shuttles on her right in the 24, the principle says the bottom or the top of the body matches. What goes on the top goes on the bottom. She rolls the shuttle to her forehead. Then she uses her hips and waist to bring out. Very little hand motions and adjusting because the body says and the core says, this is all you can do for the position and the weight that you have or the posture you have, okay, in a nutshell. So when she shuttles, the arms, when you hold your ball, it's never like this, but it's in so that you probably can't be behind me and can't see my elbows. She shuttles, so bottom and top work, but the bottom and top work not to give the part the horse's mane, but to roll the ball to the forehead, then turn the hips and waist this way. Okay, and that wasn't exactly, I was trying to prioritize something else. So here, roll the ball, turn, sit back, slightly out, ball, heel hand to the forehead, then turn. Okay, so what's happening is that one, we need to make sure that when we step out, something happens on the top. Another thing is that the ball is rotated. It's almost there, and then we turn. My hand is not reaching to find that spot. All it is attached to my body, and it moves when I turn my hips and waist. And just slightly, like I say, curl for high pat on the horse. It just kind of comes up like that. You watch one more time, then we get to try it. Heel hand, roll that ball, then snap. Okay? Let's see if we can get that. All right. We're zigzag to the left. Right hand, right foot ready to go. Bring it in. I don't want to see it this way. I want to see it this way, okay? Can't see my elbows much. Store the energy on the left. Out hand, roll the ball to the forehead. Turn the hips and waist. Final. Or snap. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift the weight, hold ball, bring it in. Heel hand, roll it to the forehead. Turn hips and waist. Refine the top hand. Okay, drill, sit back, sit down. Pivot out, hold ball, heel hand, roll it to the forehead, turn hips and waist, refine. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel hand, roll it to the forehead, turn hips and waist, shuttle. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel hand, roll it to the forehead, turn, snap. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel hand, roll it to the forehead, turn, snap. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel hand, roll it to the forehead, turn hips and waist, snap. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel, hand, roll it to the forehead, turn hips and waist, snap, sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel, hand, roll it to the forehead, snap. You get to show me what you do. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel, hand, snap, sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel, hand, roll it, snap, sit back, sit down, pivot out, roll, snap, sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball, heel, hand, snap, sit back, sit down, pivot out, heel, hand, roll, and snap. Okay, so I see the mental processing going on that's trying to match what you're thinking through, which is great, okay? And a lot of times you notice that I can't get my kicks in. I'm just using the force of my mind to think it through as if I am doing it, but I know physically sometimes I can't do it. But in situations where you find that it's challenging, think it through, because eventually that thought will be so powerful, your body's gonna, take over what your mind is thinking. Right now it looks as if you're trying to get a grip on it. So it's not as smooth, but good start, okay? So you gotta practice that a little bit better. We want to show that we know how to shuttle. The main thing about the shuttle is that, or the maiden, is that when she rolls, this is one thing, right? The top matches the bottom. But she rolls up, then out. Watch again. So when I do this, it's very methodic because I'm teaching and instructing. But when I'm actually doing it, it may or should connect the dots, okay? She rolls up, then out. She hardly uses her hands to figure things out because the body, the core, dictates what is done. Okay, so now this time I'm not going to think it through. I'm just going to say, I know how to work Maiden Works the Shuttle. Okay, but I don't want you to get to that point where I'm doing it now. I want you to think it through first. Okay, because something like that. Of course, I know that you're all watching and I know I can't do anything wrong, but there is room for improvement, but make sure you understand where I'm coming from. I think the biggest problem is don't be in a rush to turn the hips and waist and then forget about where the hands are because they're already set up. Set it up correctly, magic, okay? Remember that. Set it up correctly, magic. The hands rarely ever dictate your movement. Okay, let's try a couple of them. Okay, coming forward, right. Heel, hand, roll it to the forehead, then snap. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball. Heel, hand, roll it to the forehead, turn the hips and waist, snap. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold ball. Heel, hand, roll it to the forehead, then turn the hips and waist. Don't turn the hips and waist too soon. If you do, you won't have that snap. The energy is expended right now. Sit back, sit down, twist out, hold ball, heel, hand, roll it to the forehead, then turn the hips and waist, finish it off. Sit back, sit down, twist out, hold ball, heel, hand to the forehead, then turn the hips and waist. Okay, let's see if we can smooth it out right now. Twist, ball, heel, hand, forehead, turn, snap. sit back, twist, ball, heel, hand, roll it to the forehead, then turn the hips and waist to power the snap. Sit back, sit down, pivot, ball, heel, hand, turn the ball, forehead, turn hips and waist, snap. Okay, gonna slow down the turning of the hips and waist until everything is set it up correctly. Then magic. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, heel, hand, set it up correctly. Then magic. Sit back, sit down, pivot, ball, set it up correctly, turn, magic.